Does your job involve a computer? Are you responsible for preparing reports and analyzing information? Do you get asked to make charts and graphs to bring data together? If you answered yes, or even maybe, to any of these questions, then odds are you use Microsoft Excel. This incredibly powerful and versatile program has found its way onto virtually every computer in America. It can be used to keep very simple lists to keep track of things, and Excel can also be used to perform incredibly rich analysis of data. If you learn just the basics of the tool, you can provide great insight into how a process or business is performing. Like many great tools, Excel has some pretty advanced and sophisticated features at your disposal for doing your analysis. We're going to touch on some of the more advanced topics, but we'll concentrate on building the foundation of what you need to succeed with Excel by focusing on what are the most important and most useful features. With a combination of over 40 years of experience with Excel, we've put together an engaging course designed to let you learn at your pace and come away being able to handle virtually any problem. The course starts off with the basics, introducing you to the Excel environment. Now, for those of you that already work with Excel, we encourage you not to just skip these lessons. We're aware that people of all levels will take this course, so while we're teaching how to move around, we also try to add in the little-known tips and shortcuts that make it more fun and efficient. Once we cover the basics, we'll move on to formatting. This is key to presenting your conclusions once you make them. Making your presentation is very important because in today's world, people do judge a book by its cover. Then we'll move on to the substance of Excel, and that's building formulas, equations, and using functions. Here we're going to take you from the basics of a simple equation through complex topics such as absolute referencing and nesting of functions. Just for fun, we have a chapter on power tools. These are a handful of the more advanced and very useful tools that will help you, and at the very least, they'll make you look smart. Topics like working with an Excel table and using data validation to build drop-down lists right in your spreadsheet. Then we'll spend some time on pivot tables. Now, many consider pivot tables to be an advanced topic, and while they can be intimidating at first, we don't think that they're that difficult to understand. It just takes a good example and a little practice, and you'll become a master of this sought-after skill in no time. The next topic we'll cover is printing. Nothing's more frustrating than spending hours on a spreadsheet getting it to look perfect on the screen, only to have it look like a complete disaster when someone prints it out. Although printing can be frustrating, it's really not that difficult if you know the tricks to setting up the page. And lastly, we'll focus on charting and graphing. Nothing communicates information quite like a picture, and to see that big increase in July or that dip in February, nothing makes it quite as dramatic as a good chart. There are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of chart options available. So we're going to focus on teaching you how to explore all of them and share with you our own thoughts on some of the best ones. One thing that makes our course so different than others is that in addition to just teaching you how to do something, we're also going to tell you why. There's some techniques and tools in Excel that seem clunky, and they are. We're going to share our best practices with you along with teaching you how to use this great tool. We hope that you enjoy our course on Microsoft Excel.